So today we're going to learn how to ink a drawing, and what you're going to need is a Liquitex ink set, koi watercolor set, ink tray, a pen and pen nib, some drafting tape and some watercolor brushes, a pencil and eraser, and a water cut. You're also going to need a piece of cardboard or foam core a little larger than your watercolor paper, and a hot press Arches watercolor paper sheet. So the first thing that we want to do is transfer our sketch onto the watercolor paper, and you can do this by putting it on a light box or using tracing paper, but I'm going to show you how to do it quick and easy with a pencil. So flip your sheet back and start filling in the entire back of your sheet. And just cover the entire thing, make sure there's not that many white spaces. Then take your watercolor sheet and place your sketch over it. Now we're going to tape it down with some of our drafting tape. Tape down each corner so that your sketch doesn't move when you transfer it on. Start drawing over your sketch and make sure you press down hard so the graphite on the back of your sketch gets onto the watercolor paper. And then we're going to keep drawing and do this for the entire sketch. But in the middle, you can always peel back one corner and check. My sketch is a little light here, so I'm going to have to press down harder, but this is what we want to do for the rest of the drawing. So our sketch is all done, and what we're going to do is take our drafting tape and our piece of cardboard, and we're going to place our watercolor paper with our sketch on top of the cardboard. Make sure you leave a little bit of room on the side, and I'm going to show you why in a sec. So we're going to tape down all of our sides where the border ends, and we're going to tape an extra piece of paper on the side so that we could test out our inks and our watercolor before we put it onto our final drawing. So I've already started to ink the drawing, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about the pen and the pen nib. So the pen nib comes out of the holder, and all you have to do is just clip it in. And for the ink tray, all I did was cut out the packaging that the pen nibs came out of. You can reuse it over and over again. So I'm going to drop my inks into my ink tray and mix the color that I want to use. And just mix it with my pen. And then I'm going to test it out just to make sure that this is the color I want. And then you start inking. So we're going to trace over our pencil sketch, and you literally just draw on top of the sketch as if it was just a regular pen. I'm going to get all these little details here, and every time you run out of ink you just need to dip again. And we're going to keep drawing over our sketch. Now we're going to take our brush, dip it in our ink. And I want to create a lighter color, like a light wash with the inks to fill in the trees. And add a little bit more water to make it lighter, and we can create these shadows for the branches. You can also do this with your pen as well. Just add some more water and some ink. Take your pen and just draw like you were before. If there's any other places that needs lighter lines or different tints, then you can just control it by putting some more water in or some more ink in. After you ink, you're going to take your koi watercolor set, and it comes with this tray that you can mix your watercolors with. And you're going to start putting light washes of watercolor on top of your ink drawing. Put the first layer on really lightly and fill in the lines. It's important to start out lightly to build washes on top of each other, because with watercolor you're able to create darker colors through these layers but not lighter colors. So we have our finished piece. Take it off the cardboard. Make sure to take the tape off diagonally so that it comes off with a nice clean edge. And do this for all sides. Take an eraser and clean off the sides wherever there's unwanted graphite. And you're done! Now you have a nice clean border and you have a beautiful piece that's ready to be framed or photographed.